Ever wonder why some people seem to have it all together while others struggle, no matter how hard they work? If you've been stuck in the cycle of wondering why you're not seeing the results you want with your money, you're not alone. That feeling of being just one step behind no matter how hard you try. It sucks, right? The truth is, it's not your lack of effort that's holding you back, it's the mindset you're working with. And until you understand the one thing that separates the rich from the broke, you'll keep spinning your wheels. Here's the kicker, it's not about how much money you make. It's about how you think about money. Wealthy people don't just focus on how to make money, they focus on why they make money and how they use it to create more freedom and opportunities. People stuck in a broke mindset? They think of money as something that disappears as fast as it comes. So, how do you break out of that cycle and step into a life where money isn't just a stressor but a tool for freedom? By changing the way you think about money. Now, let me ask you this, what if, instead of feeling like you're constantly playing catch-up, you could flip the script on your financial future? What if you could start making smarter choices that lead to real freedom, money that works for you, not against you? In this video, you'll discover that changing your financial situation isn't as hard as it seems, but it does require a shift in your mindset. And trust me, that shift is easier than you think. By the end of this, you'll know exactly how to start thinking like the wealthy, and begin creating the financial life you've always wanted. Stick around, because what's coming next will totally change the way you approach your money mindset. Most people think the gap between rich and broke is about money, luck, or connections. But here's the kicker, it's really about mindset. You ever notice how in the pursuit of happiness, Chris Gardner had absolutely nothing, but his belief in a better future kept him going? That mindset didn't just help him survive, it made him thrive. It's not about where you start, it's how you think along the way. People stuck in survival mode focus on bills, deadlines, and getting through the week. It's like living inside a mental cage where all you can see are limits. Meanwhile, folks with a money mindset think about long-term plays, building assets, and stacking passive income. They're not just trying to pay rent, they're planning how to own the building. That shift? That's where everything changes. Financial education teaches you strategies, but it's your mindset that makes those lessons stick. You can learn all the finance tips, all the best habits, all the how to make money tricks, but if your brain's wired for scarcity, you'll self-sabotage every time. Think about Limitless. When Eddie Mora flips his mental switch, he starts seeing possibilities instead of problems. That's the energy. If you want more money, start by thinking different. Train your brain to look for solutions, not setbacks. Watch your habits, challenge your beliefs, and ask yourself why you've accepted certain limits. This is where financial freedom starts, not in your bank account, but in your mindset. And the next mindset shift is even more powerful than this one. One of the wildest mindset flips is just changing the question. Broke folks ask, "Can I afford this?" and usually stop right there. But rich thinkers go, "How can I afford this?" and boom, now their brain starts working for them. It's like in Moneyball when Billy Beane stops asking if they can compete with less money and starts asking how they can. That switch sparks innovation. See, the "how can I" question forces you into solution mode. It's like mental push-ups for building wealth. Instead of accepting limits, you look for loopholes, hacks, opportunities, whether it's flipping thrift store finds, starting a side hustle, or diving into investments. It all starts with curiosity and refusing to settle. That one question? It rewires your hustle. This habit builds better money decisions fast. When someone with a strong money mindset sees an investment opportunity, say, dividend stocks or starting a digital business, they don't just say "I can't." They research, save, maybe even sell stuff to get in the game. Breaking Bad, minus the crime, of course, showed how someone asked, "How can I provide?" and turned his whole life around. Moral: questions create movement. So the next time you feel stuck, pause and flip the script. Don't shut it down, challenge it. How can you make more money? How can you build passive income or learn smarter financial habits? That one tweak opens doors you didn't even know were there. And speaking of doors, the next one leads to a concept most people ignore, but the rich live by it. Clocking in and out might pay the bills, but it'll never buy you freedom. The broke mindset says, "I work, I get paid, and that's it." But the wealthy? They play the long game. They ask, what can I build that pays me even when I'm sleeping? Whether it's writing a book, creating an online course, or building a YouTube channel, it's all about value creation over time. Just think of Shark Tank. The real winners aren't the ones selling hours, but the ones scaling ideas. Value doesn't come from grinding harder, it comes from solving bigger problems. When someone figures out how to help others, through a service, app, or content, that value multiplies. Take Airbnb. It didn't exist until someone asked, how can we make rent and help travelers at the same time? Now, billions. This is the money mindset in action, providing consistent value and letting the market reward you for it. You can start small. Got a skill? Package it. Are you good at fitness, finance tips, or graphic design? Turn that into a digital product. Drop it on Gumroad or Etsy. That's how personal finance levels up, by creating things once that pay you over and over. This is how you make money that doesn't depend on punching a clock. Welcome to the world of passive income. Building income that doesn't need your daily presence ain't just smart, it's necessary. Inflation's real, bills don't stop, and time? You don't get that back. So instead of asking how much can I make today, try asking, what can I create that'll still pay me next year? And that question? It leads directly to one of the richest habits out there. Let's be real, Amazon Prime, food delivery, next day shipping. We're living in the era of I want it now. But that mindset? It's what keeps people stuck. Wealthy folks delay gratification like it's a superpower. They say no to short-term pleasure so they can say yes to long-term freedom. You ever see The Pursuit of Happiness? Chris Gardner could have given up 1,000 times, but he pushed through the pain for something bigger. That's the game. Here's the truth, every dollar you don't blow today is a seed for tomorrow. That $300 on sneakers? It could be $3,000 in an ETF a few years from now. Compound interest is no joke, it rewards patience. When you learn to wait, to stack, to invest instead of impress, you start building real power. This is the essence of personal finance, habits that multiply your future, not just your followers. Delaying gratification doesn't mean living miserably. It means choosing wisely. Instead of weekend splurges, imagine using that cash to start a business or invest in an Airbnb side hustle. Instead of upgrading your phone, upgrade your mindset. Read books like The Millionaire Next Door or Your Money or Your Life. They'll shift your whole outlook. That's financial education most people never get. See, broke mindsets chase dopamine, rich mindsets chase dividends. And the craziest part? Once you start seeing your money work for you, you won't even want to waste it on junk. You'll get addicted to watching your net worth grow. And speaking of using money smarter, there's a mindset shift coming next that changes everything about how you see cash. Here's the thing most people get twisted, money ain't a flex, it's a function. Broke mindsets treat cash like a prize to show off, but the rich? They treat it like a tool. Something to build with, not just brag about. Think of Tony Stark in Iron Man. He didn't just flash his wealth, he built with it. Tech, innovation, security, legacy. That's what money's supposed to do, work for you, not impress strangers. Buying stuff for clout is a trap. A new car loses value the moment you drive it off the lot, but investing that same money into real estate or index funds? That can generate passive income for years. This is why financial education is everything. Knowing the difference between assets and liabilities will literally change your life. Rich people don't just earn more, they spend smarter. When you use money intentionally, you create leverage. Saving becomes a power move, not a punishment. Budgeting isn't boring, it's freedom in disguise. Want a real-life example? Look at Queen of Katwa, where a young girl uses her skill in chess to escape poverty. It's not about looking rich, it's about thinking rich. When your habits match your goals, your bank account starts telling a different story. Money used right builds options, time freedom, stress-free choices, and legacy. Flashy purchases fade, but smart investments grow. So, stop trying to win the highlight reel and start focusing on building your financial blueprint. And speaking of growth, what if your environment could actually level you up financially? Let's dig into that next. Your crew can either build you up or break your bank. Hanging with people who only talk about problems, drama, or paycheck-to-paycheck life. That mindset rubs off fast. Now think about the social network. Mark Zuckerberg didn't grow Facebook by chilling with folks who had small dreams. He stayed close to bold thinkers, risk-takers, and visionaries. That's the power of proximity. It shifts your whole money mindset. You start talking different when you're around people with goals. Instead of "I can't afford it," you hear "How do we fund this idea?" That change in language, energy, and expectation is contagious. Want finance tips? Here's one. Join a community that speaks growth. Attend free business meetups, follow investment podcasts, or link up with folks building passive income streams and learning how to start a business. Surroundings matter more than you think. And don't sleep on digital mentors. If your inner circle isn't aligned yet, fill your phone with voices that are. Follow creators who teach personal finance and financial education. Read books like Rich Dad, Poor Dad, or listen to audiobooks like Think and Grow Rich when you're commuting. These habits plant the right seeds in your mind, even if your current environment doesn't. Because the truth is, broke thinking can't breathe in rooms full of people chasing growth. You'll either level up or bounce out. And that's exactly the point. So what happens when the shift starts inside, not outside? When your thoughts become the foundation for your reality? Stick around, we're about to hit the heart of it all next. As a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. That's not just a verse, it's a blueprint. Your financial situation right now? It's a mirror of what you really believe about yourself and about money. If deep down you feel like you'll always struggle, guess what? That belief becomes your reality. Kinda like Neo in the Matrix, he couldn't bend the rules of the system until he believed he could. That switch in thinking made him unstoppable. You ever meet someone who acts broke no matter how much they make? That's a mindset issue, not a money issue. Shifting your beliefs means upgrading the way you talk to yourself. Try this. Instead of saying "I'm bad with money," say "I'm learning new money habits every day." Instead of "I'll never have enough," say "I'm creating passive income streams." That's how financial education actually begins, by rewiring what you believe is possible. And yeah, it's a process. No shame in that. Start with small actions that reinforce the new mindset. Read a chapter of The Psychology of Money every morning. Track your spending so you stay aware. Build one high-value skill like copywriting or investing in index funds, like VOO or SCHD. These actions tell your brain, "Hey, we're serious now." Over time, your money mindset starts matching your real goals. Because once your heart believes in abundance, your mind starts building toward it. And when both line up, your whole reality shifts. So if what you think is what you become, what should your next thought be? Up next, you'll learn how to anchor that transformation into something tangible and permanent. So, remember that feeling you get when you compare yourself to others, wondering why they're ahead and you're stuck? It's time to say goodbye to that mindset for good. You've already started shifting your perspective. No more limiting beliefs about what you can't do. Instead, you're now stepping into the reality where you know you can build wealth and take control of your financial future. And if you're feeling like this mindset shift is just the start, trust me, it is. But to really unlock your full potential and start building that wealth, it's crucial to take action and apply what you've learned. That's why I need you to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications, so you never miss out on tips and insights that can change your life. I'm here to guide you step by step. You're not alone in this journey. Now, if you're ready to take this even further and turn these principles into real results, I've got something special for you. Check out the link in the pinned comment for holistic health. Nourish your mind, balance your finances, transform your life. It's packed with strategies to help you create passive income streams, eliminate debt, and maintain mental clarity, even under financial pressure. These are the exact tools I've used to help people just like you break through the financial barrier and build lasting wealth. Don't wait, this is your chance to start transforming your life today.